Oh my goodness, my friends, it has been so long since we have had new content hit Galaxy of Heroes. Maybe we can consider Geonosis territory battles new content, but it's basically what we had before. The Accolade battle was pretty great, but we are desperately in need of new content, and I've been thinking a lot about this and taking your suggestions on social media, and I've put together a list of 5 potential new game modes that we could have in Galaxy of Heroes that, in my opinion, would really perk my interest and help save this game so that it's not just trending down, down, down like it has been lately. Now, my friends, I want to send a message to the devs in this video. Like this video if you want to see any of these new game modes in there. Let's send this thing well over 1,000 likes to show CG that this is what you want in Galaxy of Heroes. And the criteria for this, as I talk about these game modes, is something new, something we haven't seen before, something that's not reskinned, but most importantly, what is most important to me by far is content that doesn't just become stale in a month. I think that's one of the biggest weaknesses with a lot of the new content we get, especially PvE content like the Sith Raid, Geonosis territory battles. Once you beat them, they're pretty stale, and so let's find stuff that can continue to evolve and be new and exciting for a long time to come. But before we get into that, a huge thanks to the sponsor of this video, Raid Shadow Legends. Have you guys heard of Raid yet? If not, what are you waiting for? Get to the App Store and download this free turn-based RPG ASAP. Raid actually carries a really immersive storyline. These graphics are just amazing in my opinion, and these giant boss fights are absolutely epic. Almost 10 million players have downloaded this already just in the first 3 months, so you will not be alone. It's something that I love about this. You guys know I'm a big PvP fan. There's some pretty solid PvP content available, but if you're a PvE fan, there's plenty of that as well. I'm personally stoked about this game. I'm definitely not the only one. We'll let the reviews speak for themselves. Am I right? So be sure to check out the link in the description below. Download the game from the link there, and you will earn 50,000 silver along with a free epic champion as part of the new player program. And once you download the game, be sure to check out their epic roadmap, which has quite a bit coming up soon. So get there ASAP. Don't be left out. Don't be that guy. All right, getting into the content. Now, starting with the first game mode on my list, and that is to have individual raids. And notice I say raids in the plural. I think we need a selection that you can choose from eventually. You accumulate your own tickets. I like this for several reasons. Number one, you have to play the game to participate in the raids. Number two, I would say you earn tickets the exact same way. So it incentivizes people to get their 600 for their guild as well, which is also important. And then individuals can launch tier 1 to heroic raids just like this. Obviously, to launch the raid, you would need quite a bit less tickets than 30,000 or whatever it is, 90,000, etc. for all of the major raids, but have them be individually earned and have them be something that you take on all by yourself. Maybe you need a couple resets to get through it, or maybe the heroic tier, you have to use just what you've got. But individual raids could add a huge spice to this game. It's just up to me. However much damage I'm able to do at the end of the raid. Maybe it's not even you have to beat it in order to get the rewards. You get rewarded based on how far you get, etc. That would be a huge step in the right direction, and if it's individually based, it's something that I would personally play for a long time and just have sustained interest in it, because right now one of the biggest problems with raids, and I'm going to talk about this a little bit more here a bit later, but the biggest problem with raids right now is the game decentivizes me to play unless I'm in the top 20% of my guild for raiding effort. And I say effort because most people have the rosters to, in my guild at least, most people have the rosters to get top 10. The question is, do I want to put in the effort to get top 10 and risk maybe getting rank 11, which has happened to me many times, and for the current layout, there's just not much use doing anything but join unless you're hitting the top 10. And so having that for on an individual level would really perk my personal interest, especially if, I mean, it could even be iterations of current raids, just dumbed down so that we can do it on an individual level. Individual raids. Tip number 1 for capital games on new content. Now, number 2 is a game mode I am particularly invested in, and I'm going to call this Galactic Conquest, which I've actually recommended something similar to this a long time ago in a video, but I'm bringing it up again. And the term Galactic Conquest, I get that idea from the original Battlefront in 2000. I think it was 2005 when they had this game mode. But here, let me just, I've got notes here. I'm actually going to read off my notes, which I usually don't do. Usually I'll look at them and then talk to you guys. But I'm just going to read off these notes because there's a lot to this, and I think it could be absolutely phenomenal. CG, I know you don't want to take suggestions from me, but please just listen to this. I think this is really good. So here's how this works. And this is Star Wars. This is Star Wars. Every guild is on a quest to take over planets by placing squads there just like you do in Territory Wars. And so guilds can choose which planets to attack, and when you place a squad there, now you own that territory. If your guild owns 51% or more of the planet, then it is theirs at the end of the Galactic Conquest. And we could run this similar to like we do Grand Arena Championships, where you've got, say, 8 to 16 guilds that are match-made together. And then those guilds go out and choose from a selection of planets. They decide which planets they want to go place squads on. And then when you place a squad, if somebody wants to take over that territory, they beat your team. Now that team flips, and it's now your guilds, and whatever team you use to beat it with is the new defensive team that is there at full health and full protection. And so it's just this tug of war back and forth for, say, a week or a couple days, however long you want that attack period to be. You guys can iron out the details and test that over at CG. But it is this literal galactic war where you are pursuing different key planets in the Star Wars universe. I think that would be amazing. And then let's add a little bit more to this to perk your interest. Say you have special rewards for specific planets. Naboo. You capture Naboo, you earn a couple extra, like, I don't know, B1 battle droid shards or something like that because they're invading there. Or say you want some extra Brood Alpha shards. If your guild has at least 51% or more of Geonosis, you get some extra Brood Alpha shards. So you could have the rewards really customizable based on which planet is going on. This game mode could continually change. You've got Episode 9 coming up. Say you've got some new planets in Episode 9. Dump those in there. Have special events. There's so much you could do with something like this that feels so Star Wars. So basically what I'm saying is Territory Wars on steroids. Have objectives, planets you can go towards, guilds choose where they're going to place their defense. They choose which planets they're going to attack, and it all goes like that. Whoever has the most property at the end gets the best rewards. I think that's pretty dope. Am I biased? Is that not dope? I might be biased. I think it's dope. Number 3 is one, I feel like this is probably the most realistic because it's probably going to require the least amount of effort. And it's sad that that's the way I think, but you know what? I mean, based on what we've got, anyway. I think we need a Galactic War facelift. Have Galactic War change from Galactic War to some kind of endless horde mode. And what I would love to see with this, like, Galactic War is the most worthless game mode in this entire game unless you're a beginning game player. Once you get to the sim part, why is that even there? I'm literally just collecting wars. I don't even feel like I need those rewards hardly. You know, I like them, but I just don't really feel like I do much with them. It's just sitting there, taking up space on my screen. I hit sim every day. Why? There's, you know, let's do something with this and make the squads you face meaningful. And so instead of having a progression where you only see what team you're going to face, what garbage team that has nothing to, you know, just terrible teams that you're going to face, have 12 or maybe reduce it to 6 open territories. You still have to go through them one at a time, and you can see, or maybe you see the next one, you know, whatever, and have them be open so you can see what teams you're going to have to attack. So you have to develop a strategy. Have them be actual meta teams. Have it be Night Sisters, then Geonosians, then Grievous, etc. Have it be the meta teams, or maybe have the AI draw from your last few Grand Arena opponents. What did you see there? Okay, have the AI just pull the code from what teams you saw there so that you can use it kind of as a testing ground. And then it never ends. It never ends. You get through the first iteration of 12 or 6 or whatever, then it opens up again, and you see how far you can get, and the rewards scale based on how many times you beat or how many nodes you're able to beat. This would be amazing for so many reasons. Number one, it brings meaning to an existing game mode. Number two, it serves as a sort of sandbox mode. I know you don't want to bring a sandbox mode because you don't think people want to play for anything other than rewards. I disagree with that, but I've seen you say that. So, if we do this, it can effectively be used as some sort of sandbox mode because you are testing against legitimate teams. Right now, Galactic War is the sandbox mode of this game, but there's no meaningful teams to ever test against. This would be an awesome game mode. I'd love to go in there to test things out, especially if there are meaningful teams to test things against. I would love that. I would love that. Make it happen, CG. Number 4 is a wish. I'm not sure if this is ever going to happen, but I'm going to put it in here anyway because I think it'd be awesome, and that is to have ally or guild matchups. And what I would love to see this in is in some sort of like Grand Arena format where you can say, I want to fight you. This is something that I love about gaming. One of my favorite parts of gaming has always been trash talk with your friends, all right? There's trash talk in Grand Arena, you know, every once in a while you meet someone you know, or sometimes you just hate somebody for no reason. But when it's like my brother and I'm like, I could take you on. You know, back in the old days, you split screen Halo, you know? Go on to the lockdown map and just one-on-one, you know? Who gets the sword first is the one who's gonna win. What if we could do something like this in Galaxy of Heroes? Why not? Be able to just challenge somebody. No rewards. I know you guys don't think that we'd want to do this, but if it's bragging rights, no rewards. I'm gonna go against my buddy. We're gonna set our own rules, and we're gonna have a spar in Grand, you know, have a Grand Arena format. All of that, have it run alongside Grand Arena, I don't know. But have that ability within your allies and within your guild. I think that would be fantastic. A lot of games have something similar. It would be amazing. I think it would do a lot for the community morale. This could also double as a kind of sort of sandbox mode as well. So, number 4, being able to customize who you're going to face just for fun. Why not? And then finally, number 5 is going to be to have a new guild raid. So original, I know, right? But let me talk about this because I could recommend, you know, new features for the guild raid. Like, for example, having a playable character join you for the raid that you can only use in that raid, kind of like we see in Geonosis Territory Battle. That'd be cool. I'm not going to really suggest that right now. Or I could suggest, where are we going to do this raid? Like, have a dope Praetorian Guard throne room kind of raid thing with, you know, Rey and Kylo getting special bonuses, or a Death Star raid, something like that. I could suggest that, but I'm not going to get into that. What I'm more concerned about is how to make raids not stale, because the Sith raid right now is super stale to me, but it doesn't need to be. The main reason why the Sith raid is stale is because of the way the rewards are structured. De-incentivize you. I don't know what the exact English is there. Oh, here we go again. Somebody's going to get me in the comments. All right, this is your opportunity. If you made it this far, I guess I earned it. But anyway, it's going to give you negative incentive to participate in the raid if you're not consistently getting in the top 10. And that's usually about effort. It may be about capability, whatever it is. And so whatever the next raid is, and I'm sure you will bring a next raid, let's do the damage structure right and have it be based on what threshold you get to. Everyone who gets to 10 million, this is your reward box. Everyone who gets to 15 million, this is your reward box. Everybody who gets to 20 million, this is your reward box. It doesn't make sense to me that we're going to have, you know, incentive for you to join a guild that is less power so that you can be the top dog in that guild and get better rewards. Everybody should be equally incentivized to work hard in that raid. If everybody can get 20 million damage and everybody can get the reward box for that, that should be the way it works. Ranking within guilds for raids is an outdated approach to raids, in my humble opinion. Especially because a lot of these guilds, you've got 50 people together who all have this, like, everybody deserves it. Everybody's gonna put in the effort. But right now they don't, because why try to get top 10 when it's that? I can't tell you how many times I've put in the effort and I get like 11 or 12 or 13. I'm just like, why am I doing this? If you get 11, you might as well just join and not do anything. The rewards are going to be about the same. We need to have incentive in raids to get damage thresholds rather than compete within our guild for ranked spots. That is how you should do the next raid, CG, and that will contribute to the longevity of the raid because people will retain interest for a long time when their goal is not to beat the top whale in their guild. Their goal is to hit certain thresholds that you set. And that's up to you to balance. I'll let you balance that. All right, my friends, what do you think about this list? Again, if you want any of these in this game, hit like right now, and that will show CG that you want some of these changes to come to this game. We need content. This game is great. I'm going to get on my soapbox right now. Galaxy of Heroes is the greatest mobile game ever, ladies and gentlemen, and we deserve content in this game. What do you want? Everyone say content at the screen. Did you all say did you say content with me? Did anyone say that? You guys probably didn't say it, but I'm gonna pretend you did. I can't see you guys right now. Behind my camera, there's nothing here, but I'm just gonna pretend that all of you said content. We want content. So please, CG, hear the cries of the people. Bring us new content. Here's 5 suggestions that I love. What are some more suggestions you guys have? Let me know down in the comments below, and I really hope CG will not just watch this video, but read your comments below and bring us content that we can enjoy so that we have more to do than just upgrade and give relics to characters. Let me know what you guys thought down in the comments below, and as always, my brothers, don't forget,